Hello, this message is for Abigail Willis. Abigail, I'm Dr. Flint. It's nice to meet you through the camera here. I'm going to give you some pointers and a critique on your Week 2 video assignment for Sustainability 720, Communication and Change. So, Abigail, I want to say it was great to hear you thank your audience and acknowledge them right at the beginning. I think that is an important point to do when addressing a group of people. Thank them for their time. They're more likely to then stay open to what you have to say next. So, great job there. I also noticed in your speech you are comfortable with the pauses, which is incredible to see. It's not like you're pressuring yourself to say things all the time, but if you need to take a breath or a break, you do just that. And I found that very relatable and fantastic. Nicely done. You also had a pretty good argument development. You talked about people, profit, and planet as your three main points about why sustainability is important for every global citizen to consider. So you stuck with that theme, and you also made sure that people understood that this requires change, and then made it even more personal. You said it requires personal changes. You use your notes well. You don't rely on them too much. You only glance at them. To me, that suggests that you rehearsed this well ahead of time. Nicely done there as well. You also addressed your audience very well. In fact, I can say to you, Abigail, it was the best that I saw from anyone. Well done. You mentioned them by name. You looked directly at the camera. And then not only that, but you caught themes across the individuals to help them unite to each other a little bit more. So you used Emily and Key at the same time, and then you also mentioned Max and Todd. And so if Emily and Key did not know each other before the presentation, had they been in the room, you bet they have now bonded on an idea that you helped point out that the two of them had in common. And the same with Max and Todd. That was phenomenal, and that was going well above and beyond expectations. Great job. In general, I would point out too that your definition of profit was a very good definition. It was very clear. And then you called on one person specifically who had mentioned it in their interview, which I also found to be very, very good. Well done there. And then finally, you talked about a challenge that you put out there in terms of what does sustainability mean in my career path. I think that is really, really important, and it's oftentimes missed in the conversations around sustainability. But certainly, sustainability of one's job and longevity and enjoyment of life are a big piece of the sustainability conversation. So I enjoyed that you put that challenge out there, not just for me as I was watching it, but also for every single one of your audience members. One piece of feedback that I do have for you is when Max was talking, he did ask for some help. I think he said something like, I could stand to use some help in better understanding this topic of sustainability. So I would encourage you to give him those specific pointers to help him understand that while it does require change, it shouldn't feel intimidating to change. And that while a little bit of discomfort might be there with the change, overall, it's not that difficult. And helping Max to see that and acknowledging and understanding that he said he was looking for help might be the best way to engage him in promoting the concepts of sustainability himself someday as well. So overall, Abigail, you can check your score online. You see that you got a 20 out of 20 for this assignment because this was the first attempt at giving a speech, using the camera, engaging an audience. So great job overall. Had I actually been grading this according to the syllabus rubric, you would have seen that I gave you a 5 out of 5 for developing your argument. Your 3 points, again, about people, profit, and planet were very clear. You addressed the overall group and individual dynamics very well. So I would have given you a 10 out of 10 in that area. And you stayed well within the 5-minute time frame too. So you would have gotten a 5 out of 5. So even though this was just practice and you got a 20 out of 20, that would have been your actual grade had this been what I was putting into the grade book. Well done, Abigail. I definitely look forward to hearing more and seeing more from you as the semester progresses. I'm going to say goodbye for now.